Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ranveer Allahbadia, and I'm what they call a social media influencer. That's right. I smile for photographs. I'd like to believe that I have one of the most rewarding jobs in the world. It's also one of the hardest jobs in the world. I have a team of about 10 people, and we work our guts out just to get our business rolling. So we work day and night, every single day. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I basically run a YouTube channel. I'm a video creator. I believe that's a little more artistic than just calling yourself a social media influencer. 2.5 years, 300 plus videos, and 1.5 million followers spread across social media. 1.5 million followers is fantastic for business in 2018. And that's what it's always been for me personally, a startup, a business. Every day after my office work gets done, I get home and I go meet my mom and she says, "Arey beta, tu MBA क्यों नहीं कर लेता है? क्या video बना रहा है?" Yeah, but I can't really blame her because whenever I talk to someone from the older generation, I always get asked one of these 3 questions. Firstly, how do you make money? Secondly, what's the big deal with having a YouTube channel? And the third question is about my future plans. Like, all this is okay now, but what are you going to do 10 years from now? So in today's talk, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to answer these 3 questions. So let's talk money first. 2015, I was a fresh grad from engineering college, and just like any other unemployed engineer, I thought, let's try launching a startup. Now, through engineering college, I discovered fitness. It had become my biggest passion. I loved it so much that I even got myself certified. I'm a certified nutritionist and wellness coach. Never thought that it would help me anywhere, but I was wrong because I tried launching a fitness-related startup. I tried launching an Uber for trainers. You sit at home and you call your yoga session home or you call a fitness session home. That was the plan. We designed an app. We went to an investor. And when we went to the investor, he kind of just brushed us off. Like, he was a potential investor. He told us that there's 10 to 20 people doing this exact thing. What's going to make you stand out? You guys need a marketing strategy. Maybe a good marketing strategy would be to become famous. So at that point, famous was a very intimidating word. I wasn't from a Bollywood family. I didn't really want to get into television. And to my 22-year-old mind, the only obvious solution was social media. So through college, while I was into fitness, I watched a lot of American fitness social media handles, YouTube channels. I learned a lot, but they never really appealed to the desi boy inside myself. I always wondered about, is paneer good for you? What's better between poha and upma? Things like that. So for me, that was like an obvious gap in the market. I thought no one's addressing these questions. Let's try doing that. The initial goal was to just grow the channel to about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers and then use it as a platform to market my app. So I started putting out videos and we raced about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers in about a couple of months. And that made me realize 2 very important things. Firstly, there was a big demand for what I was doing. The response was fantastic. But the second big thing I realized is that YouTube pays you to do this. What? For this job? This is so much fun. Why would someone pay me to create videos? I loved it. And at that moment, I decided that, you know what? Why can't this be my startup? This can be my full-time career. I'm enjoying doing this. So we shelved the idea of the Uber for trainers, and this became my startup. So you guys know YouTube pays you money? How many of you all watch YouTube? Could you just raise your hands? All right. So you'd know that at the beginning of every video, you're shown an ad. That ad revenue is split between YouTube and creators like myself. That's PewDiePie, that's Superwoman. They're 2 of the biggest creators in the world. Those are their net worths. That's what YouTube money is capable of. So coming back to India, Ranveer, 2015, beer biceps. I was earning a staggering 2,000 rupees a month for one entire year of beer biceps. 2,000 rupees a month, and I was pretending that this was a startup. So I earned 2,000 rupees for the first month or so, and then I figured that if this is truly a startup, I gotta figure out how to create another revenue stream. So I did what I knew best, fitness. I put my engineering degree on the side, and I started going to people's houses and helping them with their weight loss and muscle building journeys. That's where I met him, Tanmay Bhatt. He's one of my earliest clients, and as you guys know, he lost weight. So that's because of me. But, being with him, yes, I helped him lose weight. I got discovered. But it taught me two very important things. Firstly, I was dedicating 2 hours of my life every single day to him, to one person. As much as I love training, training is a noble job. You're helping another person with their health. But what if I could take those same 2 hours and help 1,000 people instead of helping one person? It became a case of 1 versus 1,000. But the second huge thing I learned from Tanmay was that YouTube money isn't the only way influencers can earn money. Let's talk money. In 2015, Tiger Global, an investment firm, invested 65 crores for 25% of TVF, the viral fever. It was one of the earliest Indian YouTube channels. That means Tiger Global valued TVF at about 270 crores. Now, when an investment firm is investing money in a business, they're expecting to make some kind of money from that business. So that Tiger Global wasn't expecting to make that money through just YouTube money. Influencer marketing was a big part of that game. In the case of TVF, the whole channel acts as an influencer, but for people like Tanmay or Ranveer, the influencer is an individual. So let me give you all an easy example of influencer marketing that I learned from Tanmay. So I got him to eat healthy when I was training him, and people noticed this. So health food brands would send him hampers and say, just talk about it on your social media. And that's what he did. But he was genuinely using those products. It was honest advice, genuine advice to his fan base, and it was very subtle marketing. And he was also making a bit of money on the side. I thought that's brilliant. So I grew the channel up to a point, trained him for a year, and eventually I realized, okay, now it's time to look at it as a startup again. Let's expand your business. And I went to my Guju best friend. He's sitting right there. And these two Gujaratis teamed up, and we decided that, let's expand this further. So I told him, become my manager. He started dealing with brands, and fortunately for us at that point, we decided that, let's try making fashion and grooming videos also. We've put up all this fitness content, but let's get into fashion and grooming. And fortunately for us, India cares a lot more about how it looks than how healthy it is from the inside. So we grew exponentially from about 100K subs at the start of 2017 to 900,000 subs today. In a year, we have like 800,000 more subs. Which brings me to my second question. What's the big deal with having a YouTube channel? Okay, that's a picture of Shah Rukh Khan. He's trying to sell you a cricket bat. Now, even if you're a cricketing student, you probably don't want to buy it. That's a photo of Virat Kohli trying to sell you the same cricket bat. It's a lot more believable. That's just how influencer marketing works. Shah Rukh Khan doesn't play cricket. Shah Rukh Khan doesn't drive Hyundai cars. Yeah, but normal people do. Ranveer drinks protein shakes and uses Bee Blunt products, by the way. Power of influencer marketing. How does it work? I've been doing this for 2.5 years. We have videos on everything from fitness to grooming to fashion to meditation, spirituality. We even have videos on how to study better for your exams. Now, my viewers, when they're looking at my YouTube videos, they're not just seeing some YouTuber teaching them things. They're kind of looking at a friend. I've always kind of marketed myself as an elder brother because that's how I genuinely look at it. So when a brand pays me to do a branded video, they're not just paying me for publicity. They're paying me so that all that trust that I've earned over the last 2.5 years, I can take some of that trust and rub it onto the image of that brand. It attaches integrity to all your brand deals, just being a YouTuber. That's the power of YouTube. We put out 2 videos a week, so every 3 days, my fans, my younger brothers and sisters, they get to see me. There's a connect there. That's the magic of influencer marketing, but it doesn't stop there. Let's talk numbers for all you business people. We've worked with big brands, we worked with small brands. We worked with a website called Zaful.com from Hong Kong. They're an e-commerce website. They've not done any kind of publicity in India. On the first video that they worked with us, we generated 2.5 lakh rupees of sales for them on the first day of the video being up. Small brand deal. Let's talk about big brand deals. We worked with Bajaj. We showcased their steam iron in one of our videos. Their main goal was just to get eyeballs. I can't reveal the figures, but the video that we did with them crossed about 2.5 million views. So they basically paid us like about 5 to 6 paise per view. 5 to 6 paise for each pair of eyeballs. Those are numbers. Think of like normal traditional digital marketing techniques, Facebook ads, Google ads. They'll get you a cost per click of about 15 to 20 rupees if it's a well-executed campaign. Influencer marketing done on YouTube, will get you a cost per click of about 8 to 10 rupees. And that's an average from all the marketing campaigns that we've done on Beer Biceps. That's the power of numbers. And that is the power of YouTube. It's the most genuine social media influencer platform out there. That's what I'd like to call it. Which brings me to my third question. What are your future plans, Ranveer? Maybe you won't be able to do YouTube forever. Okay. So firstly, I've kind of divided my future plans into 6 goals. The first of which is to take YouTube, continue on this journey, and make it one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world. Not just India, but in the world, and I'll tell you why. The advantage of being Desi is that we have a huge population. Channels that I watched in college while I was growing up, they took 7 years to reach 1 million subscribers. We're going to hit 1 million subscribers next month, and that's exactly 2.5 years after starting out on Beer Biceps. That's the advantage of being Desi. I want to take this, I want to make it one of the biggest channels in the world so that when they're talking about the biggest YouTube entities in the world, India is right up there. Goal number 2. With my Guju best friend, we've also launched an influencer management firm called Trillion, primarily because my blogger friends saw that I'm doing all these brand deals and they were like, listen, can you help us with this? Can you do this for us as well? So we're running Trillion. We help influencers with their influencer management. We connect brands to influencers, but we also carry out video campaigns for brands. Third goal. I'm in the process of kind of taking all my video content and writing books because I know that a lot of people don't use YouTube in India. So all that information, we're converting it into books. Currently writing my first book on health, fitness. It's a series of books on self-development. Fourth, we're doing a lot of corporate talks now. We're trying to bring the culture of motivational speaking to India. Goal number 5. We're trying to create real-world businesses. As cool as it is to run these digital businesses, it's even cooler for 2 Gujarati boys to set up a shop and have a dhanda. So we're trying to set up our first health food restaurant. We're currently in the process. But the 6th and final goal is more important than the rest, in my opinion. Through Beer Biceps, my main motto, my main goal, the thing I'm striving for is that I just want to tell a story. All my life, I've been average at studies, average at sports, average at everything that I've done. I've been lucky enough to find a career where I'm actually good at things. And that's made me realize a few things. I grew up as an intimidated kid. I was intimidated by the world of business, by the real world, the big bad world that they tell you about. Because growing up, I was told that you'll only be successful if you're a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer, scientist, a conventional career like that. What I've come to realize eventually is that success doesn't boil down to career choices, but success boils down to 3 important factors. And these 3 factors we've replicated across all our businesses. The first is that we work harder than we imagined that we could. My entire team, we work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and we're not the most talented people, we're not the smartest people, but hard work kinds of pulls us through situations. The second thing, even though we work hard, we enjoy every bit of it. There's a lot of love that goes into our video content, into our businesses, into the advertisements we create. Whatever you're doing, do it with love. It'll pull you through most tough situations. And the third and most important thing that I figured is that you should never get intimidated by any kind of business or any kind of profession. Business and selling something always boils down to common sense. Just get to it, learn things on the way, don't get intimidated, and you'll create something great. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.